Oh, we're live.
Oh, we're live, just like that.
Yep.
Okay. Put away what I was doing.
Alrighty. Alrighty. So we are working on the doggy again, Garth. So
Wolfenstein. Wolfenson. Wolfenson.
we have basically some last moment touch or last end of the road touch up stuff to do on it. Check for any spots more I want to add blood or any other touch up stuff like that. And we need to add this hose into its ribs so it can bleed.
Ew. Hence, it's a squirter.
Yep.
I say Wong.
Oh, which reminds me, I gotta grab that bottle. But
Bottle.
we could do this.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Well, if you guys were watching Distance Nerding last night, you would know what I'm about to say. I am going to be at the Straw Hat Coffee's Straw Hat Night Market with Sack Geeks this Friday. We'll be at 7933 East Stockton Boulevard in Sacramento from 6 to 10. And we're going to have our own little booth selling all kinds of fun stuff. We're definitely going to have some action figures. We're going to have some manga, comic books. I got us buttons. We got stickers. We got the spin wheel. Apparently, from a reliable source, we may have some 3D print straw hat themed items there too. But it's going to be a lot of fun. I do believe we're going to have food trucks. Also, there's going to be a cosplay contest. I just found out, and I put my hat in the ringer to be a judge if needed. It's because they were asking the vendors for prizes. So that was just today. So yeah, if you don't have any plans for this Friday night, go over there and check it out. There's going to be lots of other booths and vendors and other people hanging out, seeing everything. So come on down this Friday and say hey. Now, Saturday, we are going to be going on a little drive down to Madeira to see Rocky and Goldar at the Nova Collectibles comic shop. And we are going to go have a lot of fun. Well, at least I am, because we have met Steve Carnitas twice now. So this time will be the third time. And I got to meet Goldar. I just got to be there. I know Power Ranger couple is going to be there. And I'm not sure about anyone else, but we're definitely going to be there. So there'll be a lot of fellow Power Ranger fans there. So you guys come on over there too if you want to take the drive. And then the weekend after, we're going to be at Medford, Oregon for Meadowlark Comic Con with Distance Nerding. So we're going to have lots of fun there, filming all of their panels, helping run the booth, take pictures, buy some stuff maybe, and hang out and have a good time out there too. So if you're out there in Oregon and you want to come say hey, meet us in person, get over to Meadowlark Comic Con, July 26th and 27th. And also that same weekend, if you can't travel that far, but still want to do something geeky and nerdy, Sack Geeks is having their monthly Geek Pride Market on that Saturday at Lucid Winery. And it's superhero themed. So all of our vendors will be promoting a lot of their hero type products and things like that. And you can come and cosplay. If we weren't going to Meadowlark, I would probably go there. It's probably Harley Quinn. But I'm going to be in Oregon, so I cannot be there. But please go, say hey to Frisco, and see what's up. Buy something, spin the wheel, get a pin. Yes, Meadowlark is competing with San Diego Comic-Con, which also reminds me, because I didn't add it in, Sack Geeks is also going to be hosting a panel at San Diego Comic-Con. So if you do go down there, say hey to Bex. Tell her I sent you. And also, guys, we are pushing the hell out of this too because we love them. Distance Nerding is giving away Legos as a part of a challenge to get to 500 subscribers. Now, if you get them to 500, they will raffle off some Lego prizes. If you also share the hell out of this particular post on their Instagram into your stories and tag them, that enters you in to also win more Legos as well. If you want more details, go over to Distance Nerding's Instagram to read all the details for the contest there. Also, we need to make a flyer for it too, but we are trying to reach 200 subscribers. Now, if you want to help us get to 200, we will also be raffling off prizes once we reach 200, like we did when we got to 100. We will have this awesome figure from The Witcher. That is one of them. We were on a 3D printed Leo Plaridon. Am I saying it right?
Huh? Plur. Leo Plaridon, Charlie.
Leo Plaridon.
Plur.
Right.
P-L-E-R. Plur.
Plaridon. Either way, it's a cool little thing. If you know, you know. And I think that about wraps it up for right now. Ready to take over?
Sure.
All right.
Okay, so first step is to remove that.
Okay, how do I make it?
I think what you're looking for is that one.
Yeah, there we go. That way I'm still here, but the focus is on you.
So, and then we remove that. And then we remove that. Like I'm butchering the thing.
Mm.
And now it's just the torso. Meaty part. But coming down to this torso, no, you guys probably can't see it, but inside that armhole there, that little dark black spot in the back there, that's actually a hole through the styrofoam.
Ooh.
And then I have this, which is like a straw hooked to a piece of fish tube. On the other end, fits onto one of these chemical jars. So, and then you just put a little piece of tape to make sure it stays secured, and you can squeeze it, and it'll make fluids go through it.
Mm.
But right now, using the stick, so if I poke the stick there, I can fill up here, right there. Maybe I got blood in a good spot. And fill it right there. I'm not sure this part of it. It's going to take all that long. Oh, also, I added an eyeball. It looks weird. Kind of stares into your soul with its bloodiness. Yeah. I'll end it up in my ear.
It looks like you're playing with an actual piece of meat.
That means I did a good job.
You got
there.
VIP.
Yeah, we're there. Look at our tube. Where's our tube? Can you see our tube? Can you see our little tubey here?
No, I can see where your finger is, but I don't see a tube.
Right there is the tube. You can kind of see it if I put my finger under it.
I guess so. It's
It's
hidden
right
very well.
there. Yeah. Well, it's also a clear tube. If you look up close, you can see it, but it's supposed to be hidden pretty well from the lovely parts of fur. But
Gotta
I
use
wish it
that
wasn't leaning
fur.
far back that way. Okay, so we're going to reshape this tube. I need it to curve now.
Mm.
So I'm going to try not to burn myself while doing this. I don't. It's a nylon fur, so if I just went in with the lighter to heat the tube, by the time I heated the tube, I'd melt the fur. I'd send the fur back, and I don't want to do that. So I have to both shield the fur while heating the tube, get it to fold. So I have to figure out how to shield the fur. Let's do that.
Do this, do not that.
We are going to take the brand new freaking razor knife, hold back the fur like that. Gases, but it doesn't click. That sucks.
See, we have about 5 people in the chat, so I think I'll try a Mad Lib. One of the ones I marked here is: would you rather possess the ability to have lucid dreams but have no control over when you can wake up, or be condemned only to be able to dream in heart racing nightmares, but you can wake yourself up willingly?
How hot?
So, do you want to have dreams that you can control, but you can't wake up whenever you want, or have nightmares, but you can wake up whenever you want to?
Okay, where's that armhole? There's the armhole. I go there.
Easy money. The first one, so you rather have lucid dreams but can't wake up? Okay. Tater?
So this leg is actually hollow. And I did that so I can do things like what I'm doing right now. Oh, but it collapsed at the end. Damn it. Didn't do that factor. Okay. Oh, well. Anyways, that leg. Hope hide the tube underneath. And this will be sitting in the forest floor because it's a hunter finding it. The collar will help hide the neck seam up here. The collar going across here will help hide that seam somewhat. And then you have, zoom out a little here, analog zoom, move the camera further back. So you can see the hose is hidden by the leg, which this can just, you could extend this as long as you want it through the brush and the ruffle to get it out of the way. And then this one is bigger than I thought it was going to be, but stick that there. And right here's the nozzle. Technically, he doesn't even move the leg, and that can squirt right there. Like it'll shoot out of here like that. Kind of that direction. But if he touches the leg like this and then it squirted, it'll look like he disturbed an artery or something. Money shot.
Yeah.
And it's a squirter. That quickly, we just made a blood effect. You can do the same thing for a costume or something too. It's a real simple, easy way to do it. You just as long as you have either a syringe or a bottle, or even a blood bat or like an IV bag, you just route the hose up to where the wound is. So tilt that up towards me. So say you have a big old freaking hole in your body here. You want it to dribble blood. You put it where you want the hole to dribble from. You put the end of the hose there. If you needed to do multiple spots, you could always put like a Y on there or a T on there, and then run a single hose up to the T and then tee it off to match into two spots. One thing I do recommend is if you're going to put it on like a piece of clothing or something that has a wound, get the couplers, and preferably the couplers with the ball valve. Because then you can, like, with the ball valve, you can adjust how much flow you're getting through there. So no matter how hard you push it, the smaller you make that valve, the less that can come out. So it'll make it more oozy, or you can change the flow patterns. You make it gusher. But with your wound there, you can put like the little hose or hoses in there, route it back through whatever, give yourself a blood pouch, put it in your pocket, and then just literally all you have to do is push on your leg and your wound will start oozing. Or if you're an alien, you can make green blood or purple or whatever. And yeah, it's an easy way to make a blood thing. This is the same exact technique that the old screen bleed masks used. They did it going into a top piece that would drain down into a freaking reservoir line and then suck it back into itself. It was on a suction system, so the only difference. So that it was on a loop system, so that you didn't have to keep adding blood. This, you're going to have to keep adding blood. But for something like this, you could put even like that cheap store-bought blood in there, and it'll look great. If you think it's going to ruin your clothes, but it'll look great for the minute shot. The dog is pretty well done. I just want to go over it one more time and make sure. We've got to get his collar. We'll do that this weekend. Open the little name tag. The bottle just makes me want to write Michael's special stuff on the side of it. You see a couple of spots I wouldn't mind to add some more blood. So let's get back down into this juicy boy. I want to decapitate him. Put his head aside. His head, I think, is good.
That eye is creepy as fuck. Can't really tell there, but when you're in one-on-one with it in person, it's creepy.
Yeah. It looks a little soul-stealing-ish. We'll take that off.
I feel like I need to cleanse it because I feel like you made something that, like, horrific.
And a little demonic.
Yeah.
feel like I should probably do a little something to this backside because the back of the dog looks rather clean. If you look at that side, it looks rather clean. So like up here probably needs a little more something. This leg I'm good with. I think I want to do some touch up in some of the deeper spots, which you'll probably never see, but I will. I will know.
You'll be watching the film it's in and go, I see it. I see it.
No. They're down in there. So unless he's zooming into these guts, you'd never see it. I'd stand up and I'm a foot away from it and I just don't see them. But then like I start leaning in angles and stuff and I start seeing the yellow peeking through. What do I want to use? I think a combination of tools will be best here. We got a couple popsicle sticks. A couple toothpicks. And a couple Q-tips.
Q-tips?
A little bit of blood. Okay, so I'm going to start with this. And go. So what I'm doing here is I'm literally, don't break the intestines.
Well, don't do that.
Really just scraping some blood onto the stick on both sides, turning it in arrow direction, and just kind of wherever it may stick. However much, wherever much.
Because doesn't need to be perfect.
It shouldn't be perfect. It looks perfect and it's wrong. That wins now. Now to work more into these intestines. So where I'm seeing is down inside these holes down here, like where that toothpick is. You can see the foam because it was kind of a cup shape and the stuff didn't get down in there. So first attempt, I'm going to try a Q-tip and see if I can't just jam it in there. That worked decently. That one. That one's too small.
Tyler says, love the detail.
The details are what makes it or breaks it. And this is realistically.
James says, looks like Jeff's gonna barbecue tonight. Maybe some garlic on that.
Garlic was too sharp this week, and you'd know if you went. For reference, that only like 3 people understand, and only one's probably in the chat. I have not heard the name Distance Nerding yet.
No, that would be Phil's not on. Yeah, he might be working still.
Very well should be at work.
Yeah, I did send the text in the chat though. And Tyler's just laughing with 4 laughing emojis at you responding to James.
one, he's the only one that would get the joke, and two, talking shit to James. Of course, he's gonna fucking like it.
Easy Money says it looks like the dog from John Carpenter's The Thing.
Honestly, anytime you're paired in the same realm as John Carpenter, you're doing something right.
Yeah. And
That
Easy
was
Money,
an amazing movie, especially for an era.
we see Easy Money at Sinister majority of the time. So I know for sure he is a horror fan.
Gotten some interesting compliments doing stuff like this from some interesting people sometimes.
Yeah. And some interesting people end up being really good friends.
I mean, I've had my makeup work complimented by Billy Zane, which if someone's gonna know what horror's supposed to look like, that man should be one of them. He's been on enough horror sites. Man, he's done a lot of horror movies. He's done a lot of movies.
Tyler says, in my opinion, needs more garlic.
I want to ask you mac and cheese.
Yeah, Tyler, we're hating on your mac and cheese. Took you forever to eat.
Yeah, the kid finished before you.
Yeah, and you know that's like a miracle.
That kid don't eat fast either.
Yeah.
So with this permablood stuff, I would definitely recommend whatever you use it on or use it with, like tool wise, use disposable stuff because you're going to ruin it. There's no two ways about that. You are ruining whatever you use. That is why I'm using Q-tips to paint instead of paintbrushes. Because I can throw this away and not care. My paintbrushes cost money.
Yeah, they do.
See it in there. Do we have a thing going on right now, like a would you rather or something?
I did, and then only 2 people responded, and then you started going back into the work.
Well, why don't you say it again?
Alrighty. Well, I'll just say it. Where did I put the book? Here's the book. I have so much stuff I'm moving around. Okay. So back to the Mad Lib, just to get more opinions of what people would want.
Mad Lib or would you rather?
Huh?
The Mad Lib or would you rather? Okay.
Would you rather? Would you rather possess the ability to have lucid dreams but have no control over when you can wake up, or be condemned to only be able to dream in heart-racing nightmares, but you can wake yourself up willingly?
I think I'm going to go with the first one. That kind of sounds horrible. It's going to be really hard to even fall asleep if you know you're going to have a nightmare. Then you're going to go all freaking psycho and stuff. Talking about all work, no play, but
Let's see. Oh, Tyler says, let's see what James says. So James, between those would you rathers, what would you want to do?
there we go.
I think I'd rather go with the first one too. I'd rather have lucid dreams and I can't wake up whenever I want
Yeah,
to.
lucid doesn't mean bad.
Huh?
It actually means you have somewhat control over it.
Yeah. And he's just putting on the gravy. James isn't paying attention. He's probably doing something with the kids.
Cracking the paint job right here. Fix that with some blood.
So, hun, for the people who may be wondering, how would you ship something like that? Because we are shipping it almost halfway across the country.
It is going to be a combination of packaging methods. I think that's pretty good. Actually, I don't like that one spot right there. I am going to be, first thing I'm doing as soon as this dries, before this piece of it, minus this chunk of it right here, is going to be, I'll be rolling up this hose, tuck it in the little spot where the leg's supposed to be down there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to put a sheet of cardboard across the whole bottom of this. And then I'm going to take a piece of styrofoam, because I have foam over here, or a piece of foam, probably this piece right here. And that will go right over the top of this. And then get taped to that. Just to keep it, the board will keep it flat, that will keep it pressed down to the board. And then the whole thing is going to get saran wrapped to the cardboard. Once I have that, these guys will get wrapped in some saran wrap, just to keep them safe. The dog collar will get dropped in there. A couple other little goodies we have for him sitting around the house will get dropped in there, and possibly one more project that I have for him that I have to mess with later tonight. But some 3D print game nerd stuff. But the main thing, the hardest part of shipping this, realistically, is these two noodle sausages coming off the side over here, the intestine.
Mm-hmm.
These are fragile.
Yeah.
So you have to keep them supported on the back on one side, and then support it from the other side, but you don't want to scratch the top side, so that's where the foam comes in. I might even put a piece of cardboard on here so that when I wrap it, it's kind of sandwiching it softly there. And when I tape it down, I'm not going to be taping it super hard down. I'm just going to, just enough to keep it from moving around too much. And then this and this will all get saran wrapped into the same burrito so that if they do move, they move together. Ideally, if I had it, I would take a jigsaw and would cut a board that shape. A little piece of thin, like 1/4-inch panel board or something. And I would stick that under there. But I do not think I have a little piece of panel board for that. So I will just have to make sure I put the piece of cardboard there, piece of cardboard on top, and then when I'm putting this into a box, that sits flat on the bottom. And then also put a fragile tag on it, and I might actually put a piece of styrofoam board, which is what this stuff is made out of, underneath it. It's a bigger chunk of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Styrofoam is what the whole body's made of. Just to be another impact point so that has to get damaged before this can get touched. Worst case, he'll if it does get damaged, it can just be reattached with a simple toothpick. Because it is styrofoam toothpick and a little bit of glue. But we try not to have that problem. Because, yeah, you can see there, that is fragile parts.
Yes, it is. That's why that part's here. Back roll you up. Roll a little tighter. So what are you doing now, hun?
Just some of the pre-packing stuff. Wrapping wires, wrapping a piece of wire around the tube so that it fits where I need it today. Transport.
Mm-hmm.
packaging for transport. And see, I just wrapped a little piece of gold wire around it, twist and tie style. Now that can sit right in that little pocket there when I put a board on the back. Alright, so let's see if we have a board in the back. That's the candidate. Let's see if that fits. Not fully. Would support that though. Let's see what I'll use. I have some more over there. Oh shoot, we are barely into the 6 o'clock hour.
Yeah, I know.
Sometimes there's not enough time, and other times it just keeps going.
It's weird. It's weird
I'll
how that
have
happens.
This is a piece of a test chunk of silicone to see if a mold would work. It's just scrap at this point. I need to cut this up for a different purpose. Because yes, it still smells like latex, even how I made this in November? No, September. I made this in September of last year.
So almost a year ago.
It's dying. It's been treated horribly, but it still smells very much like latex. So what I need to do is cut a couple pieces off of this, because I need to find a way to make latex not smell, but not at the same time have the substance not break it down, because Bruce really, really dislikes the smell of this stuff. And one of his new cooler masks that he just got uses the whole face is made of this. So he did not really want to wear it that much this weekend. That would be the Hit Monkey mask we just made. He didn't want to wear it too much this weekend because it stinks. So I get it. Latex does not smell great. But I am not sure what is latex friendly. That also neutralizes the smell.
Yeah, you might need to experiment.
That is what we are doing right now. We are cutting samples. So I'm going to cut this prosthetic that is beat up. By the way, the reason this got beat up the way it is, put that out a little. The reason this got beat up the way it is because I did not baby powder this one. Or well enough, at least. So, baby powder, talcum powder, some cornstarch, but always powder your latex. Otherwise, it will stick to itself and it will turn into a pile of garbage like this is. Even my nice store-bought masks, I latex. I have a real nice stam head up there that I get every time I use it. I powder it. I haven't used it in a while. I should actually pull it down and powder it just to keep it fresh. Because moisture will break it down. Latex does not like moisture. Latex will actually breaks under use and moisture wet conditions. All right, now we got a bunch of chunks that all smell like latex. Yep. Let's see. What to test on Do we have Febreze?
We do. Yeah, we have the Walmart one in right here in the living room.
Okay. I'm going to gather up some chemicals. You do stuff with that.
Huh?
I'm going to gather up some chemicals to try to make this not stink.
Okay.
You do stuff.
I'm gonna do stuff. Oh, I didn't mean for it to be that big. Let me fix this. Okay, there we go. I learned something new. Okay, guys, so for the ones that are still watching, do we want a Mad Lib in the meantime? Because I don't know how long he's gonna be. Or do we want another Would You Rather? Or do you want me to talk about the upcoming events? What do you want from me? No, seriously, which one do you guys want to do? It's over there on the trunk. Oh, my phone. Okay. Would you rather and events? Okay. So I will say the would you rather and then go over said events again. So that would you rather we just did. Here's the other would you rather. Would you rather be forced to go through a haunted house attraction where all the chilling horrors popped out at you are all too real, or play an extremely realistic virtual reality horror video game that brings all your worst fears to life? While you guys are pondering that, I guess I'll go over some events again. Baby, you let me know when you're ready. So again, this Friday, Straw Hat Coffee is hosting their first Straw Hat Night Market on East Stockton Boulevard. And Sat Geeks will have a booth there. So that means I will be there, and Frisco, possibly Ashley. And we're going to have a lot of manga and comic books there, along with any other stuff that we might be having out there. Tyler says he'd rather go through the haunted house. All right, let's see what anyone else says. If they're listening, is anyone out there? So that's happening Friday. Saturday, Nova Collectibles in Madera, California will be having the lovely and the awesome Steve Cardenas and Corinne Mahan from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. They'll be there from 12 to 3. So 3 hours they'll be there. And you guys, we can get autographs, take pictures, and just say hey to them. I'm going to be there, and I am eyeing something right now on my wall that I'm going to have Karen Marhan sign. I've met Steve twice now. I might just get a picture with him because he is super cool and he is super nice. And I have just about everything he sells. I might just peruse my stuff to see if there's something else I might want to have him sign, but I'll see. And then after that, the next weekend, we will all be at Meadowlark Comic-Con in Medford, Oregon, not California, Oregon. And they're coming out with announcing all of the celebrities that are going to be there, the cosplay meetups that they're going to have there. We're not hosting or co-hosting any of them there. We only do Reno. So if you guys want to see us host events, it's mainly, if we're asked, at Weekend Blender or at Silver Age Comic-Con. But there's going to be meetups there too, and you'll see me and Jeff walking around, taking photos, doing interviews, filming, and recording the panels that Phil and James, when he's able to come, does. And if you're not able to go to Meadowlark and you're here locally, Sat Geek is having their Geek Pride Market night at Lucid Winery on that Saturday, the 26th. It is free to go, and you just have to scan the code just so they have a head count of how many people are coming in. And this month is superhero themed. So you can come in as heroes or as villains. Either way, it's all good. And you can head out over there. And just another quick reminder about Sat Geeks doing their Lego giveaway. You share their post on their Instagram, and it enters you in the raffle to win Lego. And once they reach 500 subscribers, they will do that raffle. So you guys got to help them and share and talk about Distance Nerdy to get them the subs so you could win the Lego sets. They'll get the people who win awesome Lego sets. We've gotten a Lego set. Took him a little while to get it to us, but we got it. But he only did that because we're friends and we let it slide for a few months. But with you guys, he'll get it to you right away. Don't worry.
I mean, we had his hat for hostage anyway.
Yes, we had his hat hostage. So, yeah. There's that. And now it's back to us. So, to the Mad Lib. It looks like Tyler and Easy Money would both rather walk through a haunted house than do the virtual reality.
Okay, now to let this react. So I have Lysol and baby powder. Lysol. I have pure citrus, which I'm kind of worried about. And pure citrus is baby powder. I have knockoff Febreze and knockoff Febreze with baby powder, and then I have just baby powder up here. So I just have dollar store cheap stuff. And that's all you really need to maintain your silicone stuff. But when you're peeling out of a mold, something like this. So this is all silicone or latex inside here. So before I peel this, I would powder the whole mold. Then I would find an edge that I think I could fill up. Also, should probably wash my hands before. It's a really thin one. Then I fill up a little bit. Add powder. Fill a little more and powder. Fill a little more and powder. Because if this stuff touches itself without being powdered, it will stick to itself. Also, if you add too much, you get what you have here, where this middle piece came out, and the mold's still covered in it, except for in the middle. That is because it was too much in one layer. So I'm going to have to wire brush that to get that clean now. So this mold that I am cleaning currently for you guys, this is a neck bleeder. This is also for graveyard. So what this would be is this little hole in it right there. You'd have another fish line kind of like that in there. Mm-hmm. The hose would be hidden inside of this piece, and then you'd stick it to your arm or your neck or whatever like that, and then you blend it in to your skin with makeups, and then when you get stabbed, you can make yourself bleed. It is basically the prosthetic equivalent of what we just added to the dog.
Ew.
But that actually kind of fits that we talked about in this episode. This is just a stainless steel brush, by the way.
Okay.
For anyone that's wondering. Small stainless steel brush. It's actually the same one you use for your dress to fray the edge.
Oh, the exact same one.
So, some tools are useful in multiple aspects. Here's a great one. Instance of that. This is just a stainless steel brush. I originally bought these because you have to have these for TIG welding. Aluminum. So this is how you clean the aluminum. It's a stainless steel brush. They also work rather well for cleaning out crud out of your molds, your plaster molds. Also, as Sandra, we were just talking about here, if you have fabric, if you cut the hem off of it and you just leave it to the bare fabric, you can take a wire brush and brush down on it with something behind it, and it will fray the edge, giving you a more like a messed up fabric look. Paired like denim, does it really bad, especially if you have like a bigger brush, something with some stouter bristles. Harder the bristles, the more fray you're going to get. So if you go for something stiff, like one of those hardwired grill brushes on a pair of jeans, you're going to get some really gnarly fraying. If you try that on like a cotton shirt, you're just going to destroy that shirt and probably get it stuck in the barbs of the brush. So, you got to think about your material and match your tool abrasiveness to the abrasiveness of your material. That's still wet. Wet and beepy. We have a half hour left. Okay. Well, she was talking about One Piece stuff earlier. How about if we go turning this pink and up, there you go, a little further. Tilt down. This is the One Piece stuff she was talking about. Is there any more? Nope, that's all the one. Oh, that one's versus. But
okay.
There's two boats here that are both going Marys. Anyone that watched One Piece will know that's the first ship. It's up with the XP.
I don't know. What do you mean, Easy Money, the XP? Explain yourself. We're confused.
Yeah, these two will be for sale with Sack Geeks. So if you want yourself a going Banshee, you can make your way over there and get yourself the going Banshee. If we swing over here, oh, you have that other one?
What other one?
So I got AP Art here. There. AP Art.
Yeah. I have that one in my binder right now. Do you want it?
So let's find AP Art a spot.
Do you want me to bring you the other one?
Sure.
Okay. Going dark.
The AP Art right there. Looks like a good spot for them. Alright. I'm gonna open this door so you guys can see it a little better. Because we also, this is someone that might actually be a guest later. Happy Death Effects. Anyone that's been to Sinister probably recognize him. He's the guy with purple in his beard. Um, and he is going to be the first one on this floor. I've had this in Sinister, and I've been lagging on putting this one on. Same with the AP Art one. I've had it for a little while. I'm kind of lagging. All right, let's see. We have a little bit of lead spottery look here. So I was thinking maybe we'll put him like it's coming out off of his sticker. There we go. And then this past weekend, I talked to the Red Dot, which is the artist for this right here. We got a great interview for you guys coming up with that. I actually edited it. I just have to throw some music on it, and it'll be showing up in shorts real quick here. It's a adult cartoon series. I mean, some of it's kiddie, but most of it's kind of more adult themed. Henceforth, the double birds. Let's see, where do we think for something like up here? Or if I can get the sticker to open up, not just speaking on it. I'm bad about throwing things on the floor.
Yeah, you are. In any floor, in every floor.
I need a plate. Nice. How I stop myself.
No, don't do that.
I do not recommend doing that. That is dangerous. She also had a piece of art there that was freaking awesome. So on top of doing just her own art stuff, she does some pieces of like pop culture stuff that is like different pop culture stuff that she's into. And one of the main ones she does is Bluey. And she had a bunch of the Bluey characters sitting around a poker table playing poker. That is actually the picture that originally caught my attention at her table. She had it like right up front, just in front of the table. No one is getting more points. I'm getting more points. Okay. All right. What can we work on here? That needs to dry. Those need to cure. That thing's now done. Can't really do that thing. We can package the limbs.
If you want.
No, why not? Let me grab the packaging material. So, if you guys ever need help with something, actually, how about this? What are you guys building? What is everyone making right now? Like, what projects do you have out?
That would be an Ashley question if she was in the chat right now, because I know she's making something. Or if you guys are seeing this afterwards, like after we're live, put it in the comments of what you're building
Yes.
we're working on.
What are you making?
Say Wong
Do
currently.
you guys have any new costumes? Any props? Come on. Making a table? Anything?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be cosplay, guys. It could be anything.
Yeah, I have a drawing here of like a lamp that I'm working on designing. And then I want to end up putting that up for sale. Because I just want to build it. I don't really want it. I just want to make it.
Anyone in the mood thinking of making something, but they don't know where to start?
Do you have any repair stuff? And I'm working on a concept for a SCC.
A what?
SCC. I don't know what the SCC is.
Oh, Sinister Creature Con.
Ah.
Easy Money is the one we always see at Sinister.
I
He's the one who I told you called me when we were in Reno.
Ah. Is it going? Are you going to be using it in the contest, or is it just for fun?
Waiting for his response.
Okay. We have a packed workshop. I can't wait to do one of my favorite parts that's supposed to be coming up real quick here. I need to take this and go to a freaking FedEx and be like, hey, I need you to ship this dog that's cut into a bunch of pieces all the way across the country. And watch the poor person that's sitting behind the desk be like, what the hell? So this is not their normal day to day.
No.
And then the other great one is declaring a value on it. Is this worth more than X amount? They always ask you.
Yeah.
And it's like, almost never say it is, but then they require insurance and such. Like when it's wrapped in saran wrap, it looks so much worse.
I imagine.
Like, because then it's starting to look like it already looks pretty realistic, but wrapped in saran wrap, it's gonna look really bad in a box. Less than savory. Let's see, say, trying to get into the contest.
Oh, well, mean, if you want help and advice, obviously you know who to come to. Brainstorm.
I don't think we are doing the contest. Bruce is doing the contest, but I don't think we are.
Yeah. That's what we've decided right at this point.
All right. We have wrapped that up. It's about 20 more minutes here. So how about this? Go over a couple things here. So if we get to 200, so I just went down.
I just don't want to lose to a guy who spent $500 on his outfit.
Yeah, I mean, building is always a good way to not lose to that.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I don't think any of my costumes cost me $500, and we're multiple winners there and at other events. So, just a reminder of some of the stuff that we are doing here. Switch over to this camera. So once we hit 200, which is 80 some odd away, right?
Something like that. About 80. Let's just say it. Well, we had 107 last night.
Okay. So 90 something?
Yeah.
Like 90 more away. So come on, get everybody you know. Everyone should be a maker. But we have the Leopterodon.
Leopterodon.
Custom paint job on him. Blood coming out of his mouth and everything. Let me do this. People can see this stuff better. Hi.
Ooh,
okay.
Tiny.
So we have the Leopterodon. We're giving away this Witcher figure. I am making the same dimensions, a version of this. It will be painted up, and I am using glow-in-the-dark filaments to print this guy.
Ooh, it's gonna glow.
So, that one's just plain white, but we have rolls of glow-in-the-dark filament already for it.
Rolls upon rolls.
Also, there will be a Star Wars lamp custom build involving Imperial troop ship or walkers and a Rancor or two. If we get to 200 before Halloween, I am making a puppet, and I will throw that in there. So in October, I plan on making my first puppet, and I want to make kind of one of those like the monster attacking you type puppets. But as you can see, I like dark things, so I think I'm gonna make you like possessed baby or something.
That's just creepy.
Yeah, exactly. Possessed baby, like freaking face teeth coming out. Fun. Maybe it's like a freaking I would love to get the controls out of a boglin. So this is a boglin. So inside of a boglin, you can move the eyeballs, you can move the eyelids independently. I don't think I have to get to that one right now. So you have eyelids independent, you have a mechanism to do the eyes, and then you can make the mouth talk.
Sacramento Deadpool, where have you been all evening?
So I want to make the puppet
Can't look at the
like a
screen
little
when you
possessed baby, but I want to at least give it the eye control like this. And then the mouth. I'm less focused on that, the blinking. But if I can get the eyes to move and the mouth control, I'll be happy. It's like a little possessed baby coming after your head. Let's see. All right.
running errands actually pass your place.
Something real
Passing
quick.
your place shortly.
So we have the Star Wars prize, we have Flaredon, we have the Witcher prize.
Two freeze?
Let's see. We have a Marvel mask that I am going to be printing up. That is a Doom mask. If we get it done before the end of October, we will have the little possessed demon baby doll puppet costume piece. There is a we have the Unicorse dice thing that's glow in the dark. Let's use let's see. And there'll probably be some merch prizes because we're hopefully soon to have some merch.
Yeah, we still owe Cam his shirt, so we need to get that to him.
We gotta get Cam his shirt. I hopefully we can get that out soon. I gotta figure that one out because vendors don't like to make one, so that's where we're having a little trouble. So I am looking into finding a way to make the 4 shirts I need for us, the 4 hoodies. Me, you, Bruce, and Cam.
Yeah.
Okay. So guess I can do a checkup real quick on our samples here. The baby powder and Lysol one. No longer smells like latex. Let this powder off. Yeah, no longer smells like it. Does kind of feel like it may have dried out the latex a little.
Mm.
I don't know how well that will live. But straight latex or straight Lysol one also does not smell like it. and it has that very dry texture. I think it's because this stuff has a lot of alcohol in it, and the alcohol tends to dry a lot of things out because it displaces the moisture. The citrus spray, which is another one I'm a little concerned on because citrus is acidic. The straight citrus spray smells like oranges with a back hint of latex. No, yeah, I don't think that's gonna cut it just by itself. Then if we flake off the baby powder, this one doesn't feel dried out. I don't smell like latex either. That's not at all. That one doesn't
Hi,
seem...
Stackful. I'm waving. You see me wave? Waving.
What?
Sacramento Deadpool said he's out doing errands and he was going to pass by our place. And he just passed by.
Okay. The knockoff Febreze.
It's
still smells
Febreze.
like latex. That smells straight up like latex.
Okay.
That did nothing. But it also did nothing. Like, it didn't hurt it any.
All right.
The baby powder, however, it actually did a little bit. I don't smell the latex. So I think probably the most inert route here for Bruce's situation is I'm going to use this on the fabric part, and then I will baby powder the inside of the mask. Or I'll baby powder the inside of the mask to give it a nice powder coat, and then I will give it a mist down with this stuff, making it smell all tropical-y in there, and it will yeah, hopefully not stink, and he'll be able to wear it for more than like 5 minutes. So I'll go, yeah! I'm freaking out. What's going on with my wiring? So about 6 minutes left here. So this Friday, make your way over to the Straw Hat thing over at what coffee shop?
It's not at the coffee shop. It's the coffee shop that they're renting a parking lot space near the Costco. It's an outdoor event.
In South Sac, correct?
Yes.
Alrighty. Yeah, we're off East Stockton Boulevard. So that should be close to Mac Road, if I remember right.
You know better than me, honey. I'm just going to put it in the cheapest.
Then, yeah, it's like right there between Elk Grove and Laguna, right in that general area. I mean, between, yeah, Mac and Laguna. But, anyways, then you have the Goldar and Goldar and Red Ranger are going to be down in Madera. So, and we will definitely be at that one. Don't know if Marissa's going to get dressed up, but Sandra will definitely be dressed up.
Yeah. He told me this morning he does not want to, but he'll wear his Red Ranger t-shirt.
Okay, but it's Bruce.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta take your helmet down off the wall, don't I?
Yeah, maybe Friday night.
All right, and then the weekend after that, we are going to Metal Art Comic Con. There are going to be some really good interviews at this one. One of them is actually a cast member from the new Superman movie, even. So there are some super relevant people going to be up there, and it should be a good time, and there should be some really good interviews. If you can't make it, you can always go and watch Distance Nerding's stuff, because we are now filming everything and they are putting them out, all the panels on there. Definitely go check those out. They've put out a couple of them on their channel, and I mean, they just talked to Jenny Weasley, and that one came up, I think 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. They put that one up. Yeah,
I want to say about a month ago now, because that was Boise.
Okay. Yeah. So they're constantly, he's feeding through them and getting them up. I have like 4 of them in floating around that I have to get into this computer and then get this computer over to him so he can get the next batch out.
And then it's all on him.
Yeah. We have the Geek Pride Night Market coming up. That is that same weekend. And that's over at the winery, correct?
Yeah, at Lucid Winery. That's where all Sac Geeks markets and game nights are currently being held at Lucid Winery.
Yeah, so definitely go check that out. Distance Nerding is trying to get up to 500 subscribers, and they are going to be giving away prizes. We are trying to get up to 100. We will be giving away prizes. And just tell everybody. Get everyone. And go post this all over your stuff so that you can get even more prizes from them. Alrighty. So I will move back. Boom, we are back. Woo! All right.
Oh, did you see Sackpool's comment here about what he's doing? I guess I should start transitioning a little more into the August stuff.
Oh, yeah. There's all kinds of stuff coming up soon in August, which is just around the corner. But we will get into those starting next week, maybe.
Yeah, I'll start making those things too. Like, I think I need to do it for each month, and then we can just jump around. That way they're there.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, it has been fun and all over the place this time. But remember, be a maker, not a hater.
Not a hater.
Go watch Graveyard.
Bye.